St. Jude is the lesser known brother of St. James the Less. So the New Testament Jude stands in dramatic contrast to the Jude that we know today, who is easily one of the most popular saints in the church. There are more shrines to St. Jude the Apostle worldwide than to any other saint, with the exception of his holy aunt, the Blessed Virgin Mary. So how do you go from being the nobody to being the superstar? A young Roman general named Constantine, whose name you've already heard this evening, was getting ready to face a rival general at the Battle of Milvian Bridge within the city of Rome. Milvian Bridge is an ancient stone bridge that still exists to this day. I have walked over it many times. That battle fought that day over that bridge is easily the most decisive battle in human history. Because if Constantine had not won that battle, friends, you and I today would not be Christians. Constantine was severely outnumbered and was widely expected to lose. But as he was marching towards that bridge, he saw written in the sky these words: "In this sign you will conquer." And then there was an image of a 𝑃𝑎𝑡𝑟𝑜, a P with an X through the stem, an ancient Christian symbol representing the first two letters of the Greek word for Christ. Constantine ordered each of his soldiers to paint a 𝑃𝑎𝑡𝑟𝑜 on his shield. And they won that day against all odds. And Constantine recognized, it is not because of my skill as a commander nor the power of my men by which we won today. We won today, he was convinced, because the Christian God fought on our behalf. And so pagan Constantine immediately converted to the Christian faith on October 28th, feast day of St. Jude the Apostle. As the churches in Rome were singing their closing hymns on the Solemnity Mass of St. Jude, Constantine was being declared the victor and being proclaimed new Roman emperor. Following the Christianization of Europe, another irony occurred. All devotion to St. Jude the Apostle worldwide ceased for 1,200 years. For 1,200 years, beginning in 500, no one prayed to St. Jude the Apostle. A cancerous thinking emerged, a cancerous thinking that enveloped the entire world. And it was diabolical in its origin. And it was a revenge by the enemy against what Jude did at the Battle of Edessa, when he usurped the 1,200-year record of non-defeat of pagan Rome's army, such that the devil ensured that for 1,200 years, beginning in the year 500, no one prayed to St. Jude the Apostle. Here's how he did it. Now, I'm not making a word of this up, but get ready to giggle. The devil planted the thought within people's minds, if I pray to Saint Judas, my prayers may inadvertently go to Judas Iscariot, the betrayer, and so they won't be heard. So all devotion to St. Jude the Apostle worldwide came to a screeching halt. Until 1700, when something happened which was a divine act. It had to be, because it occurred simultaneously, worldwide, all at once. And what happened was a situation where there were myriads upon myriads of people all over the world, thousands upon thousands, who needed a miracle for either this situation or that in their lives. They were all disconnected from one another. Each was living in his own nation, his own community, with his own family. But what was common among everyone was that they needed a miracle. And so they stormed heaven for that miracle, begging God, but no miracle was forthcoming. They went up and down the church's list of the saints, pouring out to each one a request for this miracle, and no miracle was forthcoming. And so now they were desperate and they were hopeless. And the Holy Spirit in that moment planted a thought within their mind, within each person's mind. You've tried everyone else. What have you got to lose? Send your prayers his way. And you know what happened? Baba hit every one of those petitions out of the ballpark. And it was from that time, from 1700, that St. Jude the Apostle became known as the patron saint of hopeless cases and desperate situations, because only hopeless cases and desperate situations were given him. And he has from that time been called the Apostle of the Impossible, and enjoys a popularity that is surpassed by only the popularity of the Mother of God.